Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite tips and tricks video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys and showing you guys with the gameplay how to get Thanos every single game. I've been getting him almost every single game using these tips. And at first, when the update first came out, it seems like a while ago because I've been playing through the whole night. I was having trouble finding him, and now I'm just getting him pretty much every game by using these tips and tricks. I'm going to be teaching you guys those in today's video. If you guys could smack a like on this video, 502 likes is the goal. If you could hit that, that would be absolutely amazing. You're also going to be seeing some Thanos gameplay in today's video. Obviously, every time I get them, I upload a full gameplay earlier. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. The growth is insane. Like, I just appreciate it. I'm absolutely so blessed with how many subscribers, my channel is gaining, how much you guys are enjoying the video. It means the world to me. So if you guys are new and not already subscribed, go ahead and do that. Let's talk about this. So basically how it works, I'm going to explain it because this is new. It just came out, is the Infinity Gauntlet will drop about a minute or so into every single game. It will drop somewhere in the safe zone. Now, the safe zone is a condensed version of it because of the fact that it's basically plays like Blitz, this game mode. Once that's on the map, it'll show for everyone on your radar up top with your coordinates, and also on your minimap. Make sure you open your minimap to check where it is, because you can see even if it's far away by opening the minimap. Looking at your map is key in this game compared to any other game modes. Now, once it's there, someone picks it up, they become a Thanos, and he will have 300 shield, which will regen every time he gets a kill, and 700 HP. And basically, to get that, you either have to pick up the Infinity Gauntlet or most likely kill him and take it from him. And the best way to do that is by DPSing him, like you see right here. I'm going to cover everything you guys need to know to get this, to kill him. So the first thing is that the one strategy I've seen people using is they just activate their parachute right away. They'll hover in the sky and they'll wait until the Infinity Gauntlet is announced where it's at. Then they'll dive to that. At this point, so many people are doing that strategy, and it's sort of an all-in strategy because either you get it and you have it the whole game, or someone else gets it and you're running around with a pickaxe and you basically wasted your time and cost yourself the game. So my biggest strategy is to play the game normal off the start, land somewhere near the middle of the small safe zone. The reason why you want to do that is because if you're in the middle, you can react to either way. It is completely random where it goes. So even, Tilted Towers usually is a good place to land. Salty Springs or Dusty Divot are probably some of the best ones. But whatever that middle, or whatever that circle is, the starting circle, which is actually going to be super small because of how this game mode works, similar to Blitz, even probably faster paced than Blitz. I've had wins in this. It's really easy to get wins once you have Thanos that have lasted like 10 to 12 minutes. You want to land in that normal middle area around the safe zone. You want to play the game normally off the start. You don't want to run straight for him. You want to loot up. You want to get shields. And then you want to make your way towards that mid-game. Early game, pick people off. Mid-game is when you have the best chance of getting him. You want to move over towards him. Now, you have to watch at the top of your screen. It will show how much his shield is and how much his health is at all times. Remember, the shield 300 resets every single time he kills an enemy. The health, however, does not. So if he goes down to 1 HP and then he kills a guy, he will have 300 shield and 1 HP going into that next one. And then you're going to have to basically head over to him when he has lower health. If he has full health, you probably want to stay away from him or wait until you can third party where multiple people are going towards him. But stay around the vicinity of him, but be prepared to fight him. Once you see another person fighting him and his health starts going down, don't usually try to engage him 1v1. You have to pay attention to that health. Notice how the guy's playing. Some people will either play super aggressive or super passive with this guy, and move accordingly with the other people. Of course, kill the other people. It's not like you're all teaming up on him, but let them do, not let them do some damage. They will do some damage. You can pick off some people, and then you can usually 1v1 him from about 400 HP or less, maybe 300, as long as you DPS by aiming in the head with a high DPS weapon like the Scar. And to show this off, I've got this gameplay here, and this is a 1v1 at the end of the game. Me versus a pretty much full health. I think it was 960 with the health and shield, Thanos. And this is how you're going to be able to beat him. I completely outplay this guy. I should not have won this because, of course, a 1v1 is really going to be tough. But if I can win a 1v1, I figure, hey, I can beat him out in the open map when he's weaker, and I've been doing this consistently almost every single game. Now, in this 1v1, I want to show this because, sure, I don't have Thanos at this point, but it's a perfect example of how to beat him in a fight and how to get him. Now, basically, what you're going to want to do is DPS is how you beat him, because he has cooldowns, he has delays. DPS with the golden scar, aiming at the head, you're going to be hitting 72 every single time, and when he's standing still, it's very easy to do. Now, he has a couple of of moves. When he flies up in the air, you're going to want to run away and make it so that it's hard for him to locate where you're at and locate where to drop down to. When he starts charging at you, you want to build and run away. When he stands still to go jump back up in the air, that's when you want to DPS him, or when he stands still after using his laser, you want to build to block that. There's a bunch of different moves that he has, but those are basically the ways that you can defend against him. When he does get too close, I use my jump pad, which is always good to have jump pads in this game mode, and then he has to chase me, and I end up, once again, he's on cooldown, DPS a bunch of 72s to the head, and I took that guy out from almost full health, and the only reason he hit me for like 75 was the fact that I kind of messed up on my building. You'll see it happen again here. In this game, I wait until he's a little bit weaker, late game, and then I'm able to pick him off, get Thanos, and become him, and get myself an easy win. So those are the main keys as far as how to obtain him. You have to kill him. A lot of people who are going for it off the start, those people are going to get eliminated, and they are playing in a really, really small pool of people that are going to actually succeed from doing that. The main key and what you need to remember is this does not go away. You don't have to get him at the start of the match, and surviving to mid-game or late game or early game, if it does land near you and you have the proper supplies, is 100% the best way to do it. You see here once again, he goes on cooldowns. He goes up in the air, I start moving, he misses me again. Once again, DPS straight to the head, and I kill him. It's very simple, but it does take skill, and if the guy is skilled, it will be harder to do it, but you know, usually it will be a skill matchup. The better Thanos will win, and the better gunner, or the better, you know, human player will win in that situation. Now, you need to remember, it doesn't disappear. Whenever he kills someone or it's onto the next person, it gets dropped and it rotates over and over and over and over again. Usually you want to have it by the end of the game. In that one game I didn't. I ended up having to win a 1v1. You usually, if you can get him within the top 20, or you know, the top, if you get him with like 5 left like I do here or whatever, there's no way I'm going to lose this game unless I run into a completely competitive builder or a player who would outplay like what I did in that 1v1. At this point, it's very simple. You just run around as him, and I'm going to make a video on full tips. If you guys do enjoy this video, smack some likes on this thing, because I want to make a video on tips to actually play with Thanos and how to get easy wins, because I really do think this is like one of the easiest time to get wins right now. Surprisingly, or not really surprisingly, depending on how you look at it, they do count for your solo wins. So whenever you're playing this, your KD counts, your win percentage counts, all your wins do count, and I got a ton of wins last night by doing this strategy and by playing it properly. The other bad thing about if you go for an early game is the chances of you living from early game the whole game with him, you're going to have to play really well, because in the early game, people team up on you. In late game, a lot of these people try to hide from you, and people who are hiding is a lot better than people who are teaming up on Thanos, because he's great in 1v1s, but he's really not too good at, you know, when there's a bunch of people around him, because of the delays and because of the cooldown. So my overall guide to getting this guy is take your time. Look at his health. Don't feel bad to run away from him. There's plenty of times where he started heading my way on the minimap. You have to track him the whole game. Track his HP, track his location, and listen for shots around him. A lot of times it'll sound like he's right next to you, but he's really not, because I don't know if that's like a problem with the audio. I think they're going to be fixing that. As you can see in this last example here, this is another example mid-game, or this is more like late game, 11 people left. I'm fully, look at my loot. It's unbelievable. The scar spawn rate in this game is super high, and that's why you always see me with the gold scar. He's standing still. I DPS. Sometimes if they stop mid-air also to use an ability, you can get more damage in. Every single time, I'm just DPSing him. Fun fact also, his laser has limited range. Look at that. He's not hitting me with that laser, and I get a few more shots in for free. I didn't know that. That's why I ducked down right there. And basically, you can beat this guy as long as you play it smart. Now I see his HP, and at this point, I'm like, okay, I might as well push this guy. I'm going to beat him if he has this much HP. He goes up in the sky. I try to shoot him a little bit more. He's in laser range, so I build. Like I said, you build against his laser, and then boom, he's standing still. DPS, he tries to go back up, done. And then I'm able to get it and pull off another win in this game, which I'm going to save that win footage probably for the video where I teach how to use him, because I basically slay off the rest of this lobby. It was absolutely insane. I've gotten like 6 wins so far tonight with like, this guy is amazing, and I've gotten him many times. Definitely use these tips. Make sure you guys are following these, and it will give you a good chance at getting him. When you do get him, of course I'm gonna make a video talking more about tips, but the slam is your best ability. The punch is your best ability. The laser is good for long distance, but you have to watch out for people. If your health is low, the laser isn't good. If you're full health and full shield, just laser them. They won't be able to out damage you at that point. And you have to watch out for when you're jumping and when your laser is on, you cannot turn it off. Those are the times they'll catch you when your cooldown is up. If you use natural cover, use those tips, you'll be able to get them every game and usually win most of the games that you do get them in the mid or the late game. Hopefully these tips and tricks do help you out. More videos to come on this guy. I think it's absolutely amazing. I think this is one of the best limited time modes we've had since Blitz. Drop a like on this thing, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and have a great night. I'm out. Peace.